was there anything that you deliberately try to avoid, when you were, doing these changes? Was there anything, some no-go zones or something some protection that you decide to put in place, right? So that if you increase your lot size, but then when you see that something is not going right, you would, pull back. Did you do any of those? Do you have any mental, model in your mind that, you see something that is not right, and what would that be before that, and then you will pull back your aggressive lot size?
I didn't turn on any of the other options, just basically the vanilla flavor. Yeah, I was wary about the number of levels that it goes up. Just in my mind, it was like if it reaches level 4, level 5, then I have to do something about it.
So day one, I started with 5 trade set. 5 trade set.
5. Okay.
Yeah. 5 on a capital of 2,000. Each trade set, 500. So lot size was 0.02. The only risk management was the ramp down. Then the starting gap was 0.004. So increment of 0.005.
Did you actually do anything that you try to keep safe, or anything that you deliberately try to avoid?
Yeah, I did modify when I realized that the full street trade was what? So or something like that. Yeah. So I disabled that. And
Okay. You accidentally left it on. It was all the other way. Okay, fine.
yeah. Once in a while, I would take a look lah. So to ensure that the drawdown was not so high.
Do you also look at your levels? Like what levels you would get up to before you try to intervene? Do you have any mental framework for that?
As long as the drawdown was acceptable, I didn't look at the chart at all.
Okay, so you go from a drawdown perspective.
So for me, I think similar to Shen Yang, I also use the drawdown to determine whether I should open more trade sets. So far, I think at the start it was stuck quite a bit, so it didn't really accumulate a lot. So I decided to open up once the market moves a little bit and move away from the zone, the existing layers, the zone. So I think my capital was about 1,000. Initially, I started off with Euro USD. Then I opened up 4 trade sets. I think I actually opened up to 3 different markets. Yeah.
Which 3 markets did you play with?
Euro USD, Japanese yen, and GBP.
Okay, and each one you ran one trade set, or you ran a few trade sets for each of them?
I see my mood. I see how the market goes, right? When I decided to open up the rest, I think GBP was moving quite a bit. Then after that, later on, it got stuck. Then after that, I explored a little into the Japanese yen. Then after that, I think now it's Japanese yen's turn to get a bit stuck. So yeah, I play around with it. Yeah, so if I see one that's moving quite a lot, I'll open more lah. Then I think I think if it's stuck, then I'll close some of them. So just see how it plays out lah. Yeah.
Okay. And what trade gap did you play with for all these 3 different asset class?
I think Euro USD is the same, 0.004. Then I just took a little bit, maybe add a small difference at the end. And I think for Japanese yen, I played 1.1 to 1.3.
And the pound dollar?
The pound is the same as Euro USD. I did take a look at the recommended settings for pound, but I felt that it was a little bit wide, so I just adjusted it to be the same as Euro USD.
So were there anything that you did along the way, sort of things that you sort of put in place or turn on or turn off, right? That you've or things that you monitor to sort of set the criteria of how you would keep playing this bots. Like you say, when things were not moving, the question is that how do you determine it was not moving? And then when you saw that it wasn't moving, right, based on the way you determined, then what do? You close the whole trade set, or you set the initial lot size to 0?
I didn't manually close it. I just changed the trade set to 0. So once it closed, then I won't let it open again. Then I think I also shifted the ramp down to I raised it so that it will open up more trades. I think at one point I raised it to 25. Yeah, I think now it's back down to 10 to 15%. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing. I hope you guys on the call are getting some good value from this in-depth interview, where we get the different winners to talk about, specifically how did they play, right? And indeed, guys, it's true, right? Everyone had their own style of playing, right? But you understand the bots, and as you understand the bots and you look at the charts, right, then you play to your own style. One final question, right? If a beginner is about to start using their bot for the first time, right, what are the 3 advice or rules that you would recommend to them to survive? Okay.
Make sure to use the risk management tools lah. So like close trade is pretty good. Ramp down is very good. And the SOS is also very good. So make sure to learn and really master these tools lah, because it the market can turn very sour very quickly. The motive of this is to always protect your capital lah. Yeah, profits is second to that.
I think the first one would be to follow the trade gap, the recommended trade gap, because most of beginners don't know how the bot works, and they tend to change the trade gap, or they set it too low or too high, and then they get in trouble. And then maybe another one would be don't close manually if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, and also just spend time to understand how the bot works lah.
As Shenyang says, to understand the bot, to know how it works. If you have time, just sit and watch how it takes a trade, how it closes the trade, how it takes a pending order. And also to learn that the bot, you cannot just set it and forget it. You have to understand that the bot has its strengths and also its limitations. So for its strength, you just work together with the bot. But when it comes to the limitations, you need to intervene. To intervene correctly, it comes back again to understanding how the bot works.
Thank you very much for joining this session. And finally, thank you to everyone that joined the competition, right? And participated. I hope you guys enjoy yourself and you learned something in this process and made some money. Okay.